For my portion of tonight's presentation, I'd like to show you some of the technology we're using in the classroom, and it'll be able to show you how we're using some of this technology to our students, the same way I'm going to use this technology tonight since I couldn't be at the board meeting to give you this presentation here. Three main things I want to focus on tonight. The first thing is the CFF training that we had through the whole grant. In my 15 years of teaching, is the most comprehensive professional development that I've been a part of. We've had different grants and different in-service opportunities throughout the years, but nothing has been as comprehensive as to bring the equipment in, give you the background for it as far as the training, and also really give you that look from a pedagogy standpoint of how it can transform your teaching. And I really believe that this, and successive years afterwards, has allowed us to take our teaching in the math department and take us into the 21st century, meaning to really teach kids in a way that's very similar to the way they live at home, with multitasking, with electronics, with instantaneous multimedia, but still get the same points across that we want to do, but not in such a traditional manner. The second thing I'd like to do real quick is show you one of the most important things from a math standpoint. Our biggest problem every year is makeup work. And math is a subject that kids can copy notes down, but sometimes they don't get every step written down correctly. They don't get some of the explanation behind it. So what I'd like to show you here is on our school's website, one thing that we did in CFF is we took a day or two where we were able to sit down and develop a website. And this is attached to the school's website. Normally when we click on the teacher tab here, it brings down all the teachers and their lesson plans. And that just tells parents or students what you're doing that day. It doesn't really give you anything beyond that. Under the staff directory section of our website now, if we click on my name here, we actually have a full web page for each of the math teachers. And one thing that we're going to be able to do here, and we started to do it this year, and we can continue to advance this in the upcoming years, is actually give students our presentations online. So that if a student is absent, they can print these out, and it has all of our teacher steps written step by step out, which in math is great to have. And Joe Parker-Barrick also this year did a little bit with actually putting the voiceover as well. And that's something I think the rest of us will catch on to later on. So this is my website. It gives the general information up front. If you go, for example, to my Algebra 2 page here, and all the different pages are along the side, what I'm going to have here are all my lesson plans. These are the blank plans beforehand. Kids can print those out and kind of come in with a skeleton of what we're going to do. And then I also put the filled in one in online after I've taught it. So if I'm a student who's been absent for a couple days, I can come to my website, once it comes up here, and I can print out the PowerPoints that I do in class with the students. So for example here, this is the filled in notes for section 5.5. This is actually a PDF file that will come up. It doesn't matter what software you run on your computer at home, this will come up. And students can print this out, they can review with it on down the line. So two things that we are utilizing this for. The biggest thing is makeup work, and the second thing is the kids can also review this. They can actually go online, and if maybe their notes are not as complete as they'd like it to be, they can always go online and check mine as well. So this is going to be coming up. You can see this in a second here. The third and last thing I just want to say about CFF is this. We've never in the years that I've been here had so much time. And I know that there's been a lot of sub days for the math department here. But I'd like to validate that in saying that we got to sit down for probably 7, 8 days total as a group. And over those days we generated ideas, we shared ideas, we came up with things like this that together we got the ideas and we implemented them together. And we're all on the same page. So we're doing things in a very uniform way across the math department, but we just had the time to sit down. And that's time you never ever have as a teacher. In-service days are always pre-planned with things that have to be done. And these were just time with us as a math department to sit down and to do some of these things that you always kind of have the ideas in the back of your head, but you never have the time to actually implement those. This would be an example here. Kids can print this out. You can see here, these are my PowerPoint notes, and even all my sketches and my drawings and diagrams, and the same thing in geometry with Mr. McGo. Things that you really can't print, but things that we draw on here can be forwarded to the students. So in conclusion, I'd just like to say thank you to the board. I know that the number of subs has gone up this year and probably will next year as well with the CFF. but I really believe that there's no other thing that we've done here that has probably had that much of an impact on the way I look at teaching and the way I want to change it for the second half of my career. So thanks a lot.